So I am at the Mecca Theatre, and I'm going to go inside, start filming with the legend, Beverly Wood. What's going on, Bev?
Hey now! This is Bev, USA. Welcome to the Mecca, man.
Awesome.
I'm gonna cut some more lights on so you can see.
Okay. Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
There's things like that.
Right.
But you can
Over
see
here.
the theater.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Wow. Do you remember your first movie here?
I don't. I think it was something like Shaggy Dog.
Okay.
Interesting because, of course, it was in the balcony. You know, it was Jim Crow.
Okay. Oh, wow.
And it's funny because when I came here to look at the place, initially I thought I was personally going to buy it.
Okay.
The owner is a 92-year-old man.
Okay.
And my father knew him really well, so that's how I was able to talk to him and get him to come over and show it to me. And we came into the theater, and he looked at me and he says, "What's wrong?" I said, "Well, Mr. Bug, I've never been on the first floor." He said, "What?" I said, "I've never been on the first floor."
Wow.
So when we went upstairs, I said, "I remember this." And by the time I got to the landing, I said, "Oh, I do remember the smell. I still smell the urine in the bathroom."
Wow. Wow. That's intense.
But yeah, it was probably Shaggy Dog.
Oh man.
Some child's movie.
Yeah.
Saw some a lot of Elvis.
Okay.
Elvis was big when I was growing up.
Okay.
Saw a lot of Elvis movies here. And of course, Westerns. Westerns were a part of my era, for television and everything else.
Yeah, like I said, my dad, and oh man, he loved Gunsmoke, and that was his stuff. He loved that. He loved that so
I
much.
like Gunsmoke now.
Yeah.
So the other day, that was fantastic. But yeah, it was a great theater, and it was a place that black people and white people frequented.
Okay.
Even though we were separate,
Right.
we still loved it for the same damn reasons.
Right.
It was escapism.
That's just it's cool just to see like an old theater like this.
Yeah.
When
I came in, there were all the old seats piled up in the middle of the floor.
Okay.
Because they were starting to fall in, and he had gathered them because this thing had been used by a church.
Okay.
And a linoleum salesman was using it to store stuff. And one of the first things I had to do, of course, was get it somewhat cleaned up because it was pretty bad.
Right.
A lot of crap, on the floor and stuff. And you'll see when you go up front, the theater stage floor is gone because it had been infested by pole bugs. So I had to get that out because I was afraid somebody was going to come through the floor and stuff. But come on, let's
Perfect.
get to see my favorite view.
Oh man, I love this. Now this theater closed in 1980? 1980. Okay.
Closing counters is the third count.
No. Man. That's Spielberg, right?
Yeah.
That's Spielberg, right? Yep.
You can look up there. There's the balcony.
So that's okay.
That's the balcony, which you'll be able to see when you go up there.
Wow. How many seats were in here?
200 up there,
Okay.
400 down here.
Okay.
So it was a 600-seat theater.
Wow.
And you can see what I was telling you.
Amazing. Just the fact of being in here.
Theater, I had to take the stage up. And
Okay.
you can see down below there's
Whoa.
like a basement. And what we're going to do is turn that into a green room.
Okay.
And put stairs that lead up to the stages because we not only want to do movies here, we want to be able to do music here,
Okay.
talks here, and things like that.
Okay.
So we're going to try to make it a multi-purpose facility. And in the balcony, I hope to have a sort of a museum quality so we can put some of the artifacts from some of the local African-American organizations up there.
That's amazing.
Put a little library in, take all my old film books and put them up there.
That is awesome.
And basically, make it a nice theater.
That is good. I love the fact that, like bringing it back.
Yeah,
things like that's what I love about it. Because you know, you see these like theaters, especially all the theaters where I'm from in Jersey, they're like knocked down. They're gone.
Yeah.
They got turned into something else, or you know.
The building is incredibly stable.
Right.
Steel and cinder blocks and brick is what it was made out of. The walls, and we're probably going to do the same thing. The walls used to be just basically a heavy velvet cloth curtain that went around the whole place.
Okay.
We're probably going to do the same thing. We'll do some other things to the ceiling and to the stage and stuff to make it beautiful. But, you know, we're trying to work on a shoestring budget. So try to make it beautiful. Here will be the new concession stand.
Right over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
This whole area between the two doors.
Oh, okay.
Will be a new concession stand.
So kind of like right here.
Of course, opens up in the front.
Okay. Man, that's so. And it's funny because I love the smell. I actually do. I like the smell. Like I like the smell of like. Yeah. I know it's weird, but it's like I like the smell of like older things, stuff like that. Like that's cool.
You're in the right place.
Yeah. That is. Oh man. What's this little door right here?
It's just goes to the hallway on the other side.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Man, got the.
Okay, now I got the light on up there.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, the balcony.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But you
Cool.
can film more here if you want to.
Yeah, yeah. So this little section over here. Oh, so this is the
This is
the ticket.
African American entrance.
Oh, so
That's where I
separate.
came, through that door.
No way. No way.
Yeah. Came through that door. Came up to the back side of the ticket booth. Can I get a ticket to see Elvis? Yes. Do you want some popcorn? Yes. She used to walk out here unbeknownst to me where she was going.
Okay.
She'd come back with a popcorn. And we get our ticket and our popcorn and go up the steps.
And then go up the steps.
Yeah.
That is. Did you ever encounter anything when you were here? Like any.
Race ride or anything?
Yeah, no, like any.
Never.
Okay.
Never.
That's awesome, though.
Even when there was funny stuff going on between the black, let me get my curtain.
Okay.
The black people and the white people.
Right.
There was never anything that was even close to any kind of riot or
That's a good
fight
thing.
or anything.
That is good. Because, you know, especially with things, you know, like at that time, things like that, you know, people just being so angry and just being mad and stuff like that, you know. And obviously, I've seen a lot of this stuff, like, in movies and things, and I'm like, what? Like, that? So that's why I asked the question, like, if you ever, like, had anything.
I never had
That's
anything.
good.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing when you think about it that I don't remember any kind of problem. I mean, I remember issues in our town, but I don't remember. I remember when, you know, of course, when schools were integrated.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
I went to my first year of high school,
Okay.
junior high.
Okay.
And I remember white people wouldn't sit next to us on the bus, and they called us the N-word. But then you fast forwarded to the year end, and everybody was in love with everybody was hanging out. What you saw, and my parents told me, what you'll see your first day of school will be the feelings of their parents, not their feelings.
So it's basically, like and that's what I always hear, the same thing my dad told me, you know, it's being passed down from, you know, their parents, stuff like that. So it's not actually them.
Not only did the children change, the people changed.
Exactly.
At the time, you know, everybody was cool. And people were dating each other.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was like nothing. So it was an interesting time, though.
Now, with the, like I said, the colors and everything, is this like original, like coloring? Like
yeah.
So you remember all of that?
Yeah, I do.
That is so cool. That is amazing. That blows me. No, because like, again, like I said, all the movie theaters that we had in Jersey, I would love to go back to them and see like where I saw Ninja Turtles and Dick Tracy, but of course they're gone. The fact that you still have this available, that's what blows my mind. I think that's amazing.
It's pretty amazing, this little place.
Man.
It's full of memories for everybody in this town.
So a lot of people want this
It's been on the last 20 years, it's the one thing on any kind of survey that the town does.
Okay.
That people say they want the Mecca to come back.
To come back and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna happen.
Yep.
It's gonna
It
happen.
is. Oh,
It's gonna
yes.
happen. You gotta have.
It's divine. So you ready to go upstairs?
Yes, ma'am. I am ready. Awesome. So this is where you would come, get your popcorn,
And then
go up the stairs.
Stairs with an old lady of 68. Barely still pulling, but
Hey,
she can.
you're doing it. You're doing it. We're getting our steps in today. Wow. Okay. Wow. First time ever being in this type of theater. Seriously.
And there she are. Now the chairs up here
Okay.
are still here, and they're good. They're worth, oh hell,
Oh,
they're worth restoring.
Okay. Got it. Look at these.
They're beautiful. Look at those side pieces.
Man.
Those are heavy metal. It's not nouveau, but it's, and they're close to it, modern.
Okay.
And I want to restore those.
Okay.
And I also want to be able to make it where you can put your name on the seat. Like, I knew that my parents sat in this row when they recorded.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
No way. That's awesome.
They went to the first date was coming here to the movie theater.
Okay.
My dad said my mother wore a hat. She said, I did not.
It's like, nope.
But, you know, make a donation, and you can put your family's name or your sister's name or whatever on a seat.
That is,
And
I like that.
would be cool.
That is so cool.
But look at the view up here. We had the best view.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so huge screen.
Huge.
Screen and everything. And now, so he said it's 200 seats up here and then 400 down there? Okay. I love the fact that these seats are still
And they're amazingly
here.
sturdy and in good shape. The leather will have to be redone, but the wood is still good.
Were they comfortable is what I want to
They
know.
were. I sat down in one the other day and I said, hell, these are comfortable.
Like I said, there was a theater. It was in Toms River, and like I said, it closed in Jersey, and they had seats like this. And I went to go see Dante's Peak in '97. I remember, I'm like, these are the most uncomfortable seats ever. They were kind of like wooden. That's why I asked the question, because they reminded me of this. That's why I was like, are they?
Most of the time, people are going to be downstairs watching movies anyway. We will rarely have over 200 people come to the 400 rather. Come at one time. We might at a movie premiere or something. But.
Right. That's, oh my gosh, man.
And then that over there is the exit staircase.
Oh, so you couldn't. Okay.
So we came in this one and went out that one.
So you wouldn't be able to go down there?
You could.
You could? Okay, but they wanted you.
From that one.
So up and then go down over here.
Yep.
Got you, man. What? Look at. Well, my job would probably hate me
But that old soda fountain.
because it's a
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. Oh.
The owner, Mr. Bug, left that for us.
Wow,
I want to get that restored and put it somewhere nice.
that's freaking beautiful.
And it's the old kind. It's the old kind where you mix water in there. You know,
Okay.
the water move. You know, it's used to mix the soda inside.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, look in there.
No way. Holy. So it actually mixed it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think measure
that
a
is.
certain amount of each.
All right. That is dope. I did not know that. That is amazing.
I don't know what era that is. I've got to do some research. Somebody said you should try to sell that. I said, yeah, okay.
You're like, nope. That is freaking awesome. It actually mixes. Holy crap! You got Coke, orange, and grape. I'd have to go for grape because that's my favorite. I'd have to go for that. Holy crap! So you've never had any like break-ins, no vandalism, anything
Of
like that?
course. We had somebody break in here not too long ago. I think they thought we had tools and stuff in here, but that was one time.
Okay. Okay. Nothing. Okay.
Nothing since then.
That's
Drug addicts just look for something they can hide.
yeah. Like, well, you know, like a lot of things like with abandoned places, you got like squatters and stuff like that, like trying to come
We had
in.
cat swatters. We had cat
Did you really?
a couple snakes,
Oh, okay.
you know, but other than that, nothing.
No, man, this is wild. This is so cool. What road did you say your parents were? They were in this one?
They were like right here.
No way. That's so cool.
Arnold and Garrett Wood.
That is cool, man. That's so amazing. It's just, you guys have like a lot of space up here.
Yeah. It was so funny though. They would tell you at the front when you got you when you came up here, check and make sure there's a seat in the chair before you sit down.
They say, wow. Wow. That's cool. That is awesome. And then you look over here. Did they now, because I've seen it obviously, you know, in movies and stuff. Did you guys have, before the movie started, they would have like newsreels or like those little cartoons and the refreshment thing? Yeah.
Newsreels, but I'm going to bring newsreels back.
Oh
Because I
man.
think it's important
Yes.
for us to look at newsreels on the war and things like
Yeah.
that in our society. I want to bring back original cartoons on Sundays, Saturdays though for the kids.
Okay.
You know, the kind of cartoons I watch,
Right.
not that new kind of animation.
Right.
And my dream is to have like once a month free cartoons and have containers in the lobby full of cereal. So they can eat cereal while they're watching a movie.
That is
Somebody
the
said,
best.
you'll do that once, and then when you finish cleaning up, you'll say, never again.
No.
But I'd love to do that for the kids.
That is
Just
cool.
to come, parents and kids come and eat cereal and watch cartoons for hours.
I love that. I love the ideas that you have for this place.
Yeah.
To bring, I love that.
It's really about how I grew up.
Yeah.
You know, we watched cartoons, we watched the movie, and, you know, we didn't even ever have a double feature when I think about it, you know, but I
Oh, really?
No, we never had a double feature growing up, but
Okay.
I think about we could have, but the point was is that it was a place to come and escape.
Yeah.
Escape our small town.
Yeah. How much were ticket prices? Do you remember?
I remember paying $0.25. In fact, I found
A quarter, bro.
I have a one frame 25-cent ticket. I paid 25 cents.
Man.
Popcorn was a dime.
What's that dying? It's just funny because
Long
like,
gone.
well, yeah.
My niece lives in Berkeley, and she went to see the new Alien movie, and she
Oh,
said,
yeah, I wanna
not
see that.
Alien. Yeah, it's
Yeah, Romulus or
Yeah,
Romulus or something.
She
Yeah.
went to see it, and she said her tickets were $26 per person.
Yep.
She and her boyfriend went. It was like date night. They decided to go to the movie. They went to the movies.
Okay.
They each got a hot dog and a drink, and got popcorn, and it was over $100.
Sounds about right. Now, do you
That's
remember?
frightening to me.
Do you remember the ArcLight Cinemas?
Oh yeah.
Yep, right across from my school. Because our school used to be
Yep.
the old RCA building.
Yep.
And also, so if you're looking at my school, this is funny. To the right of it is where, so basically you have the RCA building, and then to the right of it is a smaller building. In there, it used to be I want to say a Mercedes car dealership.
Okay.
And the reason why I know this is because when we went in, I'm looking at the ceiling and there's a big like emblem like on the ceiling. I'm like, what is going on? So our sound stages were where they would wash the cars.
Oh wow.
So again, this brings you back to why I said why the school has such a bad reputation.
Yeah.
It was just, and I think they also had something to do with Klasky, because there was a whole bunch of like Nickelodeon Klasky like books that were like in one of the rooms and stuff like that. So I know that school, it went through like a lot of changes and everything.
Yeah.
But ArcLight Cinemas across, that's where I would always go to the movies, and pricey, very pricey.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not so sure what you're paying for either.
They always say, what, the experience?
I guess.
I'm like, all right.
So the experiences are real.
Exactly.
Now let's go see my favorite place.
Okay.
Projection booth.
Oh, yes. Oh, these are all with, oh, be careful. Yeah. These are just random names that people just wrote on the wall right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, Tommy Love's Body or whatever. These are the bathrooms which give you some nice aroma of urine.
like, I have to. Wow. Whoa. They don't give you a lot of room, right? Just enough to do your business. Okay, that's the men. All right. That's the women's restroom and the projector room. Ooh. Wow. Oh man.
Everything is left. Everything was left in place when they left. It was like everything is still here. In fact, when we get to it where we can get this vacuumed out, I tried to clean it, but it's just too much dirt.
Okay.
It's gonna have to be vacuumed. But toilet, because you couldn't leave your movie. You know, you had to stay. You had to pee.
To change out the reels. Right.
You
Right.
had to pee here.
Wow. Very accommodating.
Yeah. And in some of these boxes, there's actually film. I found an old trailer for Cheech and Chong.
No!
I was so excited about that.
Oh, man.
So I'm going to keep all those.
Oh, yes.
We'll end up cutting a new port for the digital projector up here.
Okay.
You can see we still have the film projectors. We'll never use these because they're just too old and too disrepair. But I will clean them because what we want to do is make this a mini museum.
Okay.
A couple of the guys, they're in their 60s and 70s, who live here, were projectionists here. And we're going to come in and we're going to label everything and talk about what it was used for so that people can come through and see how film is actually projected, which I think is pretty cool.
So it was funny because, like I said, when because I worked in the movie theater, I worked for Lowe's, and we had like, what was it, the celluloid film and stuff like that. Nowadays, I had asked someone about, because film is gone, like celluloid film is gone, so everything is what, just digital, and like they just press a button and then it's just it blows my mind because it blows my because just
Cinema Paradiso.
So it's like those days of just loading up the film, threading everything. The one thing that I used to hate when I'd be at the theater is a brain wrap.
Yeah.
You know the brain wraps?
Yeah.
Oh, you're just... and it burns on screen and everything. And I'm like, oh, my day is so bad right now. This is wild. This is absolutely amazing, man. Now, so two project... Okay. This one... Man, how old are these?
They're old. Very old.
Oh, gosh, man.
Everything up here is old, including me.
Hey, come on.
Proud of you,
Come on.
I ain't complaining.
Look at these reels right here. Ooh. Oh, man. The, what is it, the subway at Hollywood and Vine? You see how they have the reels on the ceiling down there? Oh, so if you're in the subway at Hollywood and Vine and everything, it's the entire ceiling is made of the reels.
Oh, is it?
They literally have that everywhere down.
Yeah. I remember seeing that.
Yep, it's at like the Hollywood and Vine location. Right. It was before I was able to, before I got my car.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, me living in Hollywood, I would just either like take, walk to Katsuya or just take the train. So yeah, that location they had, I was like, oh, this is wild. Man, look at this. All original. Funny thing is, I wonder.
Get a shot of this. Talking about format. You say something about a format to a kid, now they look at you like this.
I'm like, wait,
what do you mean format?
Look at this.
They made sure they kept the little cheating sheets. I didn't know nobody wanted to see a movie projected in the wrong format.
Right.
With the wrong mat in, that wouldn't have been any fun.
Oh my God, what was it like? Flat and scope.
Yeah.
Remember that? Like.
Anamorphic.
Yeah.
Squeeze versus unsqueezed.
Wow, this is so. What are these? These metal things right here?
I don't know what they are. I should know, but I don't. I have to think about it.
Right.
Some kind of little filament. I don't know.
Wow, man! Look at all the film. Look at this old school newspaper right here with Little Caesars. That's. Man, I can't get over this.
It's amazing.
It is, man.
It's like it's like it was entombed.
Like it just. So in 1980, when it closed, what was the reason behind the closure?
I don't know. I think it was just lack of people coming, but I think more importantly, it became very expensive.
Okay. Like
And
tickets, like
there's no way they could make money because, you know, a first-run theater, they were never a first-run theater when you think about it. It only took a while for the movies to come here.
Yeah.
And I just think people stopped going to the theater.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
I wasn't here. I was gone. I had already gone to college, so
okay.
I wasn't here when it closed.
Yeah.
So.
Because I was like, you know, when you hear things, I mean, now it makes sense with, like, you know, theaters closing now because you have so much streaming going on, stuff like that. But I feel like in the 80s, that was big. That's the thing to do, you know?
Theaters 20 miles, 40 miles away that were being built.
Yeah.
People wanted to go and sit in those comfortable seats and things like that.
Yeah.
Multiple cineplex.
Yeah, yeah.
Something for everybody in the family, that kind of thing. But, you know, it is what it is.
But I mean, like, things like this, and, you know, I respect places like this. So I would, me personally, I would come to a theater like this. I would.
In such disrepair.
Yeah.
All of those factors, I'm sure, played into it.
With people just like, okay, boom, like it's done, and stuff like that. Okay. That's awesome. That's really, man. So this is the balcony.
This is the balcony.
The balcony. Do you remember where you sat?
I sat someplace different all the time.
Okay.
But it was usually that middle section right there.
Like right over here?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because when we got here, it was, you know, sometimes it'd be almost full.
Right. Right. Man. That's so cool. They got that. 2 projectors. And the ceiling, do you remember, like, how...
They were that white styrofoam stuff.
Okay, okay.
Nothing interesting. We're going to hopefully put some interesting stuff back up there.
Okay. That
I
is...
took down the old white, you know. I figured that's what it was when I was here. I don't remember it being any different.
Right. With restoring this and everything, do you have an idea of how long it would take to do this? Like, do you have a time frame of when you want it completed?
If I could get all of the money, we could have it done probably in a year and a half.
Okay.
2 years tops.
Okay.
But you have to go in spurts, like $1 million for the first phase and $1 million for the second
Yeah.
phase. It's going to take longer. But
Yeah.
if I could just get that $4 million check, I'm sure we could have it done in 2 years or less.
Just have people come in.
Because I already have the builder and the architect. I have all that. I have the drawings.
Okay.
Yeah, I was able to get a fund, a $100,000 fund to finish all the plans and everything and work with an architect and a builder and everything. So I was able to do that. So all we need is the check and we're ready to go.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is so awesome, man. Like I said, I just think what you're doing here is great. I think it's freaking fantastic.
I love it. This was an outlet for me.
Yeah.
It was a way for me to put my dreams into action, is to grow up in this town and see movies in this theater and then end up right in the film business where I wanted to be. It was weird because, you know, I was a chemist by training and I worked in science and I worked for Kodak and when I first worked for them, I didn't even work in the motion picture division.
Yeah.
I worked in the chemical division and then somebody saw me do a presentation and he said, you know, there are openings in the motion picture division. Would you be interested in interviewing? And I thought, motion picture? I'm like, yes! Yeah. And I got the job and then trained in Rochester for a year with all the international people on film and then was able to get San Francisco as my first territory and I was on my way and I was so happy. It was destiny. Obviously, it was destiny, but
I know.
I was very lucky. I mean, I got a master's in chemistry, analytical chemistry, which I always thought, not necessarily do I have to use this in raw chemistry. I can use this in any walk of life. It taught me how to solve a problem.
Yes.
And again, all of that training and learning that I did even then helps me try to get this project done. Because it's about, I got a project and I got to figure out how to get it done. So I feel very fortunate that I'm here. Some days I figure, oh my God, I could just be free and not have to worry about it if I wasn't doing this. But I would probably be bored out of my mind. So I'm lucky I have something to work on. You know?
That's good.
It keeps me engaged, keeps my brain active.
And you love this.
And
You love it.
And nothing's going to give me more joy than opening night
It's
when
gonna
we
happen.
we can say to the town, we did it, come, let's enjoy.
It's gonna be absolutely amazing. I already know it.
And you know,
I do.
I got to find somebody to operate this place for me, you know, because I'm not going to do it for the rest of my life. But,
Right.
you know, I'm sure I'll have no trouble at some point when I get a person to run the place. And, you know, it's really kind of exciting to be able to offer somebody a career running a theater like this, and, you know, financial people to do the books and all of that. And then young kids, the opportunity to learn,
Mm-hmm.
you know, work here and take tickets and invite people in. And I want to do things like have a few minutes before you start the movie to talk about the movie, and if there's somebody who wants to speak, they can.
That's
how
cool.
this movie affected them. I
Yeah.
just want us to be like a little club almost.
And like it's just very engaging. That's the thing. Engage with the community, things like that.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's
It's
awesome.
important.
It
It's
is.
important.
And like it's,
Nowadays.
you know, and that bringing that back to Chase City and bringing that, you know,
Yeah.
turn things around sort of.
And I also want to bring people in. You know, I don't know if you probably read about it, about Roger Deakins coming here.
Oh,
to
yes.
City, which was an incredible weekend.
How was that?
It was fantastic.
Oh, I believe it.
It was fantastic.
I believe it.
And there were people from 6 different states who came to see him and meet him. And
6 different states?
It was great, yes. And it was great. And to be able to bring people here, you know, for the prestige, but also to talk about their careers and how they, you know, became who they became. Hopefully we'll incite kids, not necessarily have to be in the film business, but you can do anything you want.
Yeah.
You know, I still tell the kids here, if you like Chase City, you can live and work in Chase City for the rest of your life.
Right.
All you needed to do is look at a list of things that we will need. We will need carpenters, painters, electricians. Right now you got so many people moving here. There are not enough craftspeople to give them what they need. They have to wait forever. I said, develop, you know, be an apprentice to somebody. Learn how to lay tile, because, you know, I have a house in South Hill, and I had to wait 3 months to get my bathroom retiled because the guy who was doing it for me was backed up.
Yeah.
He had nobody working with him. No kid was interested in learning how to tile.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's terrible.
Yeah. I agree.
It's terrible.
It is.
You need people to keep the infrastructure going.
Right.
So that's kind of some of the stuff I'd like to invite local businessmen to come in and do a talk. Talk to the kids about, you know, how they started their business and why they started their business. And
Get them interested. Get them like going. That's cool.
do you know we have a town that has no boys interested in baseball? We have a baseball field, and no kid is interested in a baseball.
What?
Yeah.
That's
little
actually.
girls are. We got little girls who play,
But-
but little boys don't.
What are you trying to do? Like, I'm confused on that. Like, that's kind of like
get
what
it.
you. I played like, what was it? T-ball, like baseball. Oh,
Organized sports
football.
teach you a lot.
Yes, I was a football person. I played Pop
They
Warner.
spent quite a bit of money redoing the baseball field over here, and they
And-
still can't get anybody to develop a league, and it blows my mind.
That's wild, and that's actually kind of really unheard of because baseball is like, you know what I'm saying, like sports and everything. That's so crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So what are they? I'm confused on that. See, that's what I'm saying. That's how things have changed.
Yeah,
That's
they have
how
changed
drastically,
amazingly.
like, how times have changed.
And kids need help because they can't tell time. They don't know how to look at a clock and tell you what time it is.
That's
That
sad,
blows
though.
my mind.
That's
They
really,
want
really
a
sad.
digital clock because they don't even know. They can't write. They can't cursive write their names. I mean,
Or-
there's so many little things that you look at and you go, God. And then you see them with those stupid cell phones, always looking at them. And I
On
had a kid-
TikTok or
I had a
something
kid
like
tell
that,
me,
and yeah.
He didn't have to learn anything. He had his phone. And I said, suppose your phone doesn't work.
What did he say? What was his response to
Or
that?
somebody else's. Put something in your brain. And I said, if you're gonna look up something useful.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't want you to tell me, you know, what rapper did something.
Exactly,
I
yep.
want you to give me some facts about definition of a word and what it means.
Thank
So,
you.
I don't know. It's you know, I feel old when I talk to these kids sometimes because
It's
I just
sad,
don't
though.
understand how it became what it became. But
That's what I always want to know too. That's why I always ask those questions. Like, how did things get to be kind
All our
of
fault.
okay? But kind of like going back to what I was saying. Remember about like the work thing. Like, how did it get to the point where people just don't want to work anymore? And a lot of people
well,
say
I don't think
because,
they have to.
but you.
Because there's a check coming in. As long as I get everything I want, why should I work?
But
And if somebody's giving them the money, paying for the phone, and giving them the money, then they don't feel they have to work. And that's the mistake the parents make. They didn't want their kids to work because they thought, why should my kid have to work? But the kid is not only working, your kid is learning the value of a dollar. They're learning responsibility. They're learning discipline. There's a lot of things that they're learning. So I
feel like they're just doing them a disservice by not, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's true.
15 years old, my first job was McDonald's.
I tell you.
Hey, I've been working ever since.
Got your ass up and you went.
I sure did. That is so true, yes. My dad's like, you live in this house, you work. I'm like, all right, Dad, I understand. You know?
And so that is the Mecca Theater.
That's
what's behind the door.
Absolutely.
You think you need to film anything else?
I think I got everything. This,
no, you did.
Seriously, this, I'm telling you, Bev, like, you have no idea how excited I was.
I'm really
I literally, thank you so much, Bev.
Anybody who loves theaters and buildings as much as you do should have been able to come in here. That's how I say it.
Thank you, Bev. I appreciate it. And again, this is why I say you are a legend.
Wow.
Come on, Bev. You're a legend.
I'm not a legend.
You're a legend, Bev.
I'm just an old dog, old dinosaur.
No. You're a legend. I honestly, like I said, I appreciate it's amazing, man. Again, thank you so much. I appreciate everything.
Oh, you're welcome.
I appreciate it.
To meet you, and I'm sure we'll see each other many more times.
Definitely. And let me just do it, and that is a wrap at the Mecca Theatre.
They're still here.
No, wait. These?
See the old letters? And
right. Let me turn my light on.
See the old letters?
Yeah. Oh, wow. You know, when I worked at Lowe's, I was the one that had to go out there to put the letters on the marquee.
Somebody said, why are you going to do the letters? Just make it electronic. I'm like, no.
Yes, everything's electronic. Everything is digital.
The historical people won't let me anyway. I'm glad. Somebody's going to have to take their butt out there and put it up everywhere.
I remember going out there plenty of times in the snow, in the cold, going on the rickety thing. Yeah, I just didn't want to fall. I just didn't want to fall down, you know? That's awesome.